Sungale. Good evening. You're spoiling us with streams now. I guess so, because summer's almost here, and I won't be streaming for like a week or two near the end of May because I'll be going on holiday with some folks. So I better get in my streaming in now. Hi, Midnight. Hi, Coda. So I checked out a video on Threadville. Oliver's definitely still alive. I hope so. Yeah, I hope so. Not just because I love Oliver and I just want him to be alive in principle, but also just because I am pretty sure he has way too much potential lore to go to waste to be dead in the first act. And I did check out Dandy's World for a bit. I can see why people are kind of comparing it to Threadville. But, like, Dandy's World is definitely its own thing. It kind of gives me Garden of Banban vibes a little bit sometimes in, like, terms of concept. But it was an interesting, like, I looked up a few, like, lore videos. It's cool, I guess. Now I finally understand, like, why I see fan art of a shrimp guy. Yes, I get better Banban vibes off Dandy World and Rainbow Friends. Yeah, that's the vibe I certainly got. Also, just because of the premise of, characters that were meant for children coming to life, and then ultimately going wrong. That's the Garden of it. That's the Banban vibe part that I get. But at least in Dandy's World, the characters look a lot cuter than Banban, so points on that. But yeah, let's get on into it. See, I was perfecting Oliver's face a bit because it was bothering me how I can't draw him very well. I did it. I think I'm satisfied with this look. I've managed to get it down, and now he looks better. Oh, Precious Farm Baby. Yes. Precious Strong Boy Farm Baby. He's so in love. And she's like, oh my gosh, I've never been complimented like this before. Does not know how to take it. Very strong. Yes, extremely strong. He loves Pip. Aww, yes. These two be adorables. But it also makes me, I don't know, my mind comes up with the weirdest questions. Like, since Pip is basically a welcome home puppet and we still don't know much about, like, what is truly going on with welcome home puppets, are they truly their own sentient puppet, or were they, like, regular puppets at one point and they had voice actors and now their voice actors are, like, trapped inside them in a immortal body now? What's going on there? Same, Pip. My brain would literally break if a guy complimented me like Oliver did here. Or are they taking on traits of their VAs and handlers? Yeah, like, how much of their own person are they? And if they do have handlers and VAs, does that mean, like, a good chunk of, like, the other media material we see, like the commercial with Barnaby's mother, the Julie's siblings, since so far we've only ever seen or been told that they're an outside material, how much of that is real to the puppets? Like in what was the world again? Dandy's World. Dandy's World, apparently the events in the show never happened, but to the tunes it did. Is it like a similar case for the puppets in Welcome Home? Yeah, and if they are sentient puppets who simply took on traits of their handlers or whatever traits the handlers wanted them to have, how much of their life, like their supposed families, are real or true? Remember Howdy's family from Hidden Bugs? All normal names. Then we got Homering Update and all their names were greetings, yeah. So I'm wondering if, like, is it kind of like Dandy's World situation where they think it's real, they think they have a family, but in actuality there is no family. All of it was made up for them to believe. And that's like kind of what the handlers and VAs want them to think. Kind of like how in the movie Bolt, Disney's Bolt, the dog believed that he was in this movie where his human was constantly in danger. So, who are Howdy's real family and who are the family the show made him? Oh, my babies, hoodoo and you-do, yeah. It makes me wonder, like, how much of their reality is real. True that, yeah. My theory, well, I guess if I'm going to write Pip's story, I have to settle on, like, what I think, and that's just the role I'm going to stick to. I do think the handlers and VAs did, like, help shape the puppets' perspectives of life and had to make them believe that the lore bits they are given are real. So they do believe they have a family, they have a life. But in actuality, it's all fake. And they're just immortal, long-living, sentient puppets that became more human-like over time as they spend time with their handlers and their VAs. True that. Hey Pegasus, I watched Revenge of the Sith for May the 4th, which is today. Nice. May the 4th be with you. I kind of watched a Star Wars movie. I watched a reaction video of someone watching Star Wars. I rewatched the Clone Wars. Very, very interesting theory. It makes me wonder what I've made Bellflower story. So I'm going to stick to the Bolt story, which is basically the lives they think they have aren't real. It's all made up, but they don't know that, and that's what the VAs try to keep from them. So that's why when, like, the flower thing happened, it was just a normal prop, and it wasn't meant to, there was no mechanism for it to open up. So this whole time, Julie thought she was opening the flowers, when really they were just prop sets that the handlers, humans, and the special effects team were manipulating. Hello, cat. We come to indulge in the spotlight. Here you go. Here, cat. That, and there's some spy of home and is under the entity's control to not bloom. That too. I I definitely am going to keep magical aspects or fantastical aspects because sentient puppets, so yes, there's got to be some. So maybe for a while the humans had it under control, but because of the spy and or entity black goo started seeping in because of whatever, I don't know what, it started making them realize that there's something wrong, but they're not entirely sure what it is. Hello, Your Majesty. Yes, the Queen is here. Because think about it, if Home knows Julie's going off script, making her feel her self-worth isn't enough, they can get her back on script. Yo, let's go. Also, hello, the Queen. Hello, hello, Melissa. Hello, Kelly. I'm so glad that I came onto the stream and she is the first thing I see. Yes. She must soak up all the attention before I must remove her because I have to work. See all those people? Yeah, they're here for you. The only reason why people come to my stream. You're doing your job, Kitty. You're bringing in the viewers. And maybe some puppets over time gain their own abilities, like my main OC's magical kitsune ability, and my cat OC teleportation ability, also Kitty. I don't know, when you said teleportation, my mind immediately went to like the black cat from Coraline for some reason. After all, it's clear Julie knows about Frank and Eddie, and is going to do everything she can to make her relationship with Frank purely platonic as best, while making it feel like they are in love. Yeah. I just know I go to your stream because I like watching you drive because you're fun. Thank you. I see little pic of Shadow Mode pre-corrupted Sage of Truth. Oh, nice. Drop. And your OC. Yeah. I'm here for you. Kelly's just the bonus. Thank you. Okay, Kelly, it's my turn to get back to work. You must go now. Bye. On the bench go. Okay, I don't like it. I'm trying the silhouette tactic. You guys normally see me draw lines. I'm trying to see like if other techniques help out too. Oh yeah. I was wondering what the black shape was. Yeah, so I see some people sketch out like this. Others do like little silhouettes instead to like help figure out movement and flow sometimes. And they sketch from there on top. I was trying that for a bit. I don't think it's working out for me. Shoot. Oh, you know what I should do? Since they're right there. I should draw Oliver first. Okay. So these two are... But yeah, so that's what makes me wonder about Welcome Home puppets, because the Threadville puppets are very, very different. The Threadville puppets do live their lives. They have a whole world to themselves. They have organs, they have parents, they have they have organs. They basically function like a species since they can be born, they can grow old and die of natural causes. So it makes me wonder, like, Puppet Boy, yes. My puppet boy, our puppet boy Oliver. So if you watched, yeah, Puppet Boy Oliver's kind of taking Wally's place right now for a bit. But yeah, it makes me wonder, because from what it seems like, whoever's sending W those packages is most likely Wally, the puppet. And if he's been around for that long, I wonder if these puppets are low-key immortal. They don't age, they don't grow old. This is why I think Frank and Julie have a baby, which would be interesting for the project and to get them in their roles more. Or murder. What? Peg says no. I go to your streams really to watch you draw because you're fun and draw or murder. Like what? Where did that come from? Because how did the baby come into being? Yeah, that's interesting. It makes me wonder too. Because Pip's biology doesn't change when she goes to Threadville. She doesn't suddenly get transformed into a Threadville-esque puppet. I think I need to lean this guy away more. I mean, I saw a theory where Julie might not actually be a rainbow monster. Oh yeah, I heard that theory. Could be. It would be interesting and also add a whole lot more dread to her situation. So her baby wouldn't be born from a flower. So I made my unicorn Threadville, see, but her hair became like two-toned ice cream. Ah, that's cute. Oh, it's like those swirl ice creams. And that makes more sense why she won't join her siblings. Okay. Perfect. Yeah, that sounds perfect for like a unicorn character. You know what would be funny if she runs like an ice cream parlor or something, or a little ice cream stand. Like every morning, there's a little cart they have, or wherever they store their wares, and every morning they come to Threadville to sell ice cream. I don't know, mainly just because of the hair. I think it makes me think of ice cream, so totally do not have to follow that thought process. I think I need to make my hair a little different color. It's hard to see what I'm doing. And why she's scared to leave home and go back, because she'll have to go back and she'll have to go back to the truth. Oh, I said or murder because he said that the puppet of Threadville would grow up or die of old age, and then I added to the sentence or murder. Yeah, and murder too. They could die of murder. Geez, how flexible am I gonna make Pip? Because she's pushing him away with her foot, and it's like, do I just straighten out her leg to make it look nicer? Yeah, I'll just straighten out her leg. I mean, Rocky sure tried committing murder. Yeah, the Puppet Master sure tried to murder. Because if we look at the pages, someone is trying to turn these guys into weapons for whatever reason. His words, not mine. My Sinrats are very flexible, plus she's probably does yoga. Yeah, I wouldn't put it past her to do some form of, like, yoga. So I'll just straighten out her leg. She's embarrassed and doesn't know how to take a compliment, so she's pushing him away with her foot. If she does yoga, she and Belle can do it together. Nice. Then Belle would make her breakfast. You know what? I wouldn't put past Pip to like maybe like 80% do it for the actual yoga, and the 30% of it is because of food, because she knows Bellflower would give her food afterwards. So it's like, I mean, I'll get my stretch in, but also free food. Yep. Because nothing tastes. Because free food is the best food. You cannot convince me otherwise. Belle knows Pip needs to not eat Howdy's thrown out the old bagels, hot dogs, cheeses, whatever he has going on in his shop. You know what I think? Thinking about my OC. You know what? I was thinking about my OC own ice cream stall, so that Threadville's OC owns ice cream stall, now called Magical Ice Cream Stall. Nice. Because we already have a marketplace, and I'm like, maybe you could add a whole new building to the area, or you could just make a movable stall that your OC can take with them when the sun sets. So they're like not just leaving their ice cream out in the open to be destroyed, because Rocky was certainly causing some property damage in that chase. Ice cream on wheels, yep. Well, Ice cream on wheels, and also she'd want to be taking those ice creams with her, because the last thing they need is waking up in the morning, coming back, and seeing a whole lot of property damage, and their like ice cream stall thing is just wrecked. And also, like, probably Pierre's like coming back to his shop and wondering, like, why is my doors unlocked? Who got into my marketplace in the middle of the night? Wait, do mice's ears flip back? Yes, mouse and cat ear movement convey similar signals related to their mood and potential threats. Both species have ears that can be positioned up, down, and the position can indicate a curious, alert, or defensive. Okay. I just never seen mice ears move. Other than, like, forward, I guess. True, and it fits her outfit. I gave her... It reminds me of a sundae, and it was by accident. Oh, you gave her, like, some sort of, like, ice cream sundae dress? Interesting. Nice ear. Mint. Jeez, okay. I was trying to look up a diagram for like how mice move their ears. Instead, I got gross images of like human ears on mice. Yeah, don't ever search. Never search up mice ear movement on Google Images. But okay, so apparently mice can move their ears like how cats do, so I guess her ears will be down because that's how embarrassed she is. She's like, don't compliment me on my feet. The first person to ever give her the butterfly feels. And she has no idea how to act. So she's just like, shut up. He's like, yeah, no, it's little things that add to you that make you so cute. And she's like, shut up. Love her more. Darn. You know, now that I'm like writing them out, these pairing is kind of low key starting to feel more like what was it? Mr. Waters? Was that his name? Mr. Fredricksen and Ellie. The relationship's slowly starting to remind me of like Mr. Fredricksen and Ellie. Pip would be Ellie, and like Oliver is more like Mr. Fredricksen when he was younger. From the movie Up. Give me a sec, guys. Yeah, Mr. Fredricksen and Ellie. These two. True, I can see Oliver buying Pip ice cream from my stall. I could too. I wonder what flavor Oliver likes. Pip is not picky when it comes to ice cream, although I guess her go-to would be strawberry or Rocky Road. Okay, I'm not a fan of Up, so that's why I don't recognize him. Oh, okay. I'm tired and I need to sleep, so I'm gonna head out night. Sorry I wasn't able to stay for long. It's okay, Candy Apple. Thanks for hanging out with us. Good night. not a fan of Up. So what was it about Up that, like, did not really speak to you? Mr. Fetchman looked exactly like my Latin teacher in high school, who I do not like, who made me cry twice. So dislike with association. Okay. Yeah, that's fair. If if a character reminded me of a person I did not like all too much, yeah, I think I would not be inclined to watch it all too much. And the story was a little boring. I guess it could be. For me, it was a one-time watch thing. After that, I didn't really care to watch it on repeat, so I guess so. Where's that? Just repeat. But yeah, but just like I guess the emotional tone of like Fredricksen and Ellie. Just the cute little story of like those two. Let's do that. But yeah, so if Pip were to go to Midnight's OC's ice cream stall, Pip's go-to flavor would be strawberry and or Rocky Road if they have any. And like I was like watching a video and like it was a video like of a from a film I don't recognize, but they were at an ice cream shop and this character who worked there would used to get free ice cream for working there, but she got tired of eating all the ice cream, so she would just give her free ice cream to like her brother who was her ride home. And apparently he liked vanilla ice cream, and that's what he got all the time. And so they made a point like, why do you only eat vanilla ice cream? It's so boring. And I'm like, what's wrong with vanilla ice cream? Vanilla ice cream is like a good flavor. Why are you guys dissing vanilla ice cream? You can't go wrong with vanilla ice cream. I don't know, it was silly. It was like because for a good while vanilla ice cream was my like #1 favorite flavor. But then it eventually became strawberry. But anyways, back to Welcome Home Theory Crafting here. Are these puppets like low-key immortal in a way? Because if Wally's still around, like after the show ended, and he's like still giving him stuff, like, is he low-key immortal? And are all the other puppets are, too, since I'm assuming they're still around. Oh, hi, Slushy Rainbow. Rainbow Draws. Hello. How are you doing today? Good. That's nice to hear. True. And if that is true, then Pip would be dealing with the same thing, yeah. And Oliver has a natural lifespan. And like I said before, I don't think her moving to Threadville will change her what she is. So would that just ultimately mean like she'll outlive Oliver? Which is just a little sad thought. My brain just cannot stop finding ways to make angst. It just has to find angst in everything for some reason. Threadville and Welcome Home are the best. Yeah, they're fun. For just separate reasons. Well, no, they both are mystery horror. But I guess I just like Threadville's because it's a more video game aspect, so it's more tangible and less theory crafting. Then Welcome Home, well, Welcome Home we're just flat out in the dark and we do not know. True to that. Same with my brain. By the way, do you have Roblox though? No, I do not have Roblox. I just watch other people play Roblox. So I have to watch other people play Threadville for me. And the one little annoying thing that is, because since I don't have Roblox, I can't play the game myself, is that I notice Oliver has other things to say when you talk to him, but nobody wants to talk to him. And I'm like, guys, slow down, talk to Oliver. He had other talking options. What does he say? Only one person kind of did, but they didn't stick around to do all the options. And one of those talking options she did was ask him, "Are you a real puppet?" And Oliver says, "Of course I'm a real puppet, silly. We're all puppets here." You have to find a full walkthrough. I did. I tried looking through multiple full walkthroughs. They don't stop to talk to Oliver. We're all a bit mad here, yeah. I'm just like, especially the ones who finish their mini games in a super fast manner, so they got like 3 minutes. I'm like, guys, go talk to Oliver. He had other stuff to say. There's some Threadville characters on Character AI now. Yeah. Once like a character suddenly becomes known, they are bound to hit Character AI. I'm not surprised. I saw that too. Yeah, you have Roblox. Midnight, do you have Roblox? But yeah, I noticed like Oliver has extra talking points, but nobody is curious enough to ask him. So I'm just like sadly sitting behind the screen, just a little sad, like, why does nobody want to talk to my boy? Oh yeah, and I saw Aphmau play Threadville, which was nice. Did you ever stop to talk to Oliver or nah? I do. What else does he say? Oh, sorry. Oops. know if you're gonna make a Threadville AU or a new Welcome Home AU. I'm probably gonna pump the brakes on making AUs, but I am writing a crossover story between Welcome Home and Threadville using my character Pip here. Ayo, cool. So for a little bit more info, let me show you. Whoops, what is going on? Aphmau played it? Yeah, I saw Aphmau play it. Aphmau and like a few of her like VA friends played it. I did, but my group kept walking, so I had to go with them. Where? On YouTube. Give me a sec. So yes, Slushy, this is the character YN Pip. They are technically a character insert, but I definitely treat them like an OC. And she is a Welcome Home puppet who has the ability to, she's so slay, thank you. She has the ability to astral project herself into another world. Pip has outgrown her YN status. Yeah, I still use her as a YN insert from time to time, but she's definitely growing herself a personality. I don't know, I think it's a lot more fun to give YNs personalities instead of just being white bread. And while I can understand why people want them to be that way so they can truly thoroughly insert themselves, I still think it's a lot more fun to give them personalities. And just, yeah, I don't know. Personally, that's how I like to enjoy YNs, but not everybody does. But yeah, here. Aphmau is a puppet master of Roblox. Blank slates work better in writing than drawing. But yeah, Pip can astral project into Threadville, so when Welcome Home is at night and everyone is asleep, she astral projects into Threadville, which is daytime, and hangs around with them. Oh, true. There's like a video of YN lost her arm and half her face because she got into the grinder. But yeah, Aphmau made a video of playing of this puppet game. If you want to go watch it, go check it out, I guess. But yeah, she hops between worlds from time to time and just hangs out with Oliver and group. And throughout the story, as Welcome Home gets more darker and I guess less inhabitable, because we are talking about Welcome Home, the canon version. I know what you're talking about. I mean, even in writing, even though I like reading YN inserts and X readers, I still want my readers to have some sort of personality. Because it's fun, I guess, pretending to be someone else than just being my... Like, sometimes I like reading a YN that's extremely witty and, like, sassy, because that's not me. And it's fun pretending to be a witty and sassy character. I guess that's how I choose to digest my YN reader kind of characters. Because they could say and do things that I just would not think of doing. I know what you're talking about. Dang, Thirdville is getting really popular so quickly. I guess so. I don't know, I guess in terms of like how Welcome Home exploded, I wouldn't say it's really exploding all too much. It's certainly getting the rightful attention it deserves, but with the amount of content that people post about it, it's kind of low. So it is definitely forming a small fandom, I would say. But I am very excited to see where the story goes, especially with its most recent update where we see hidden pages and like we see this pretty gnarly X-ray screenshot of like what's going on with Rocky. I swear, if someone made an Oliver X listener audio, I'm screaming. Oh yeah, did you guys know there was a Tumblr Sexy Man 2025 competition? Oh, give me a sec, guys. Coming! Yeah, there was a Tumblr Sexy Man contest for 2025. Wally was in there. I didn't know. Yeah, Wally was in the competition. He made it to the second round, but he lost there. Of course he was. Yeah, of course he was. Yeah, so Wally Darling was in there, and Shadowville Cookie, of course, was there, but he did not win the competition either. So, guys, you want to guess? For those who don't know about this contest, you want to know who won? It's crazy. Because at this point, I just have no idea. Oliver? No. Oliver, I don't think Oliver was in the competition at all. Also, I think Rocky's head got crushed. Maybe. Yeah, because the barrels at the end. But yeah, so the winner of like this year's Tumblr Sexy Man competition was Stan Pines from Gravity Falls. Was it? Am I saying the right one? Stan Pines? Yeah, it's Stan Pines. Yeah, Stan or Grunkle's Stan won the competition. And second place, the runner-up that lost to Stan, was Dr. Doofenshmirtz from Phineas and Ferb. At this point, I have no idea what is even considered a Tumblr Sexy Man anymore. I'm pretty sure at this point it's just whatever attractive, quote-unquote attractive man is popular on Tumblr. Yeah, at this point I'm just like, what is even the definition of Tumblr Sexy Man? But yeah, so that's who won this year, I guess. Rip Rocky, I guess. Rocky's head got like destroyed, or maybe he's knocked unconscious. We have yet to see. I hope this doesn't drive kids to go over 80 years old. To go after 80-year-olds and bad people? I'm pretty sure it's not, but it's like, I don't know who. I have no idea who's simping over Grunkle Stan or Dr. Doofenshmirtz. Probably like weird teenagers and like adults, I guess. But yeah, no, I have no idea. I don't. I still think it's funny. But yeah, it was silly. But if you wanna like hear more about the competition and see who was in it, you can always go check out darn it, what's that one YouTuber's name? I keep forgetting her name. Give me a sec, I gotta look up her name or else it's gonna drive me crazy. Yeah, you can always check out. Where are you? You can always check out Chloe Does Things. You can check out this YouTuber right here, Chloe Does Things. And she'll give you like the full rundown of like who was in the competition and who lost in what round and to whom. Yeah, so go check her out if you want to hear like the whole competition. If you're interested. But I don't know, maybe next year Oliver will be in Tumblr Sexy Man. But I'm pretty sure it has to do with popularity. So if Oliver ever reaches that level of popularity, maybe he could end up in the competition, but outside of that, I don't really think he will be. Because Wally Darling, I do not think necessarily matches the definition of a Tumblr Sexy Man, but yet he was there. But again, Wally is popular, so I can see why that he was put on the list. So I think Oliver has to become that level of popular for that to happen. Because Wally Darling is a charming little fella. I don't think he's I don't think he's sexy. I don't think that's what matches him. I like puppet themes, especially a Sesame Street. Oh, cool. So Pegasus, I got my third VLC done. Can I send you a pic? Yeah, go ahead. I would love to see the unicorn. Show me the ice cream unicorn. He's just a silly little guy going through it and needs hugs and reassurance and some therapy. But yeah, he's still a little guy who needs some help in more ways than one. Pringle, hello. I gave Wally apple cider and he literally fell down the stairs. Cute. But I am definitely excited for like to see what next neighbor is going to be the main focus for the update. I'm just interested in like what they're going to do with Howdy, because Howdy is kind of like it just in the back burner for the most part. And there's like no real hints or clues of like what hardships he might be dealing with just yet. And I'm just like curious, like what's gonna happen to that guy. I need to pick a little bit more upbeat music. Give me a sec, guys. We're gonna find something. I guess Poppy, Eddie, and Julie are gonna be traumatized now, I think. Traumatized Urla just need a lot of help coming to certain themes, I guess. I don't know. But I guess traumatized is like the closest thing we can get to like best way to describe them. Man, my dad is playing music really loud, okay. I sent the pic, okay. Give me a sec. They need therapy or something. They're gonna need it. Let's even Huh. I sent the pic on Tumblr. I don't see it. I have not received your unicorn. Yeah, Midnight, I didn't get your stuff. I'm gonna try again. Okay. Sent it again. Okay. Let's see if it went through. Maybe I just need a... Did not receive it, no. Something is acting up on either my end or your end. I don't know. Something is not going through. I sent it again. Still not receiving anything. Try posting it and just make sure to add me so it'll notify. So in the activity, I'll be notified. Loving her face. Yeah. She bashful. She doesn't know how to handle a compliment. Yeah, try post it on Discord. You might have a better time there. My cat is not happy that the door is closed on her, but that my dad is playing music way too loud outside. Try clawing. Yeah. Are you gonna stay inside, cat, or are you gonna leave? I'm closing the door. Do you want to stay in here, or are you gonna go out there? You gotta make up your mind. Are you gonna stay in here, cat? I think it was on my end. I think you got it. Oop. Oh, okay, now I got it. Alright. So here is Midnight's Unicorn Ice Cream Lady. Adorable. Now my cat, I'm closing the door since my dad is playing music so loud. But the cat wants to come in, but I know once I close the door she wants to leave, so I'm gonna leave her outside in the hallway. Her arms look like marshmallows, I love it. Yeah, her arms do look like marshmallows. She looks super cute. My picture had error, so I think it's sent. Yeah, I got it now. Now we can finally see this lovely unicorn. Yeah, let's see what we got so far. Alright, we got these two just chilling. I might change that book out for Crystal. She's just fiddling with some crystals over there instead. He looks over, he notices something cute. She got a heart-shaped paw pad. Her toe beans be heart-shaped. And that is adorable. And she's like, what are you giggling at? He's like, I just noticed that your paws. And she's like, what's so funny? It's your paws. It's just the little things that just add that makes you even more cute. And she's like, shut up. You're too easily amused. And I don't know what he says from here on out. I just have to figure out the dialogue a little bit. And I think this is gonna be one of the few times where he might be smooth, because he like moves her foot away and just draws it close. I gotta go. Good night, guys. Good night, Midnight. Thanks for hanging out with us. Smooth this puppet. When in the moments that call for it, he can be, I guess. But other times he's not. Still playing loud stuff outside, but the cat demands the door to be open. And while I was like, I cannot get enough of this Oliver. Oliver has a bit of an iron grip on us folks. And definitely has a grip on Pip as well. Because even when she goes back home, Poppy, who I guess is kind of the closest to her, mainly because she goes to Poppy the most, like to hang out and get more food from, if she's not willing to eat some expired foods. And Poppy knows, like, dear, you seem lighter than air as of late. And she's like, I don't know what you're talking about. I'm just really happy because I get to eat your delicious cooking. And Poppy's like, I don't think that's quite it, dear, but if you say so. That's not supposed to like that look when Pip says that. And Pip's like, it's true. I come here because Poppy's good company and I like her cooking. Why wouldn't I be happier and lighter than air at this moment? say, then why are you blushing redder than Poppy's feathers? Because that's how good her food is. It's so good it makes me red. Where's that clip? Where's that clip? Because for some reason I can imagine her being like this when she's walking around town and Poppy and Belphegor are like, what is up with her? Isn't obvious she is in love? Ariel movie clips. Not 2003, the 1989. Where is it? Darn, I can't find that clip. But you know in Ariel, the 1989 one, where Ariel's just singing to herself, and all the sisters and her father notice, and he's like, what's up with her? Isn't it obvious, Daddy? Ariel's in love. Like, she's just humming to herself and being all giddy, and just like skipping around like home for no reason. And people are just like, what's up with her? Yeah, that's what I imagine happening. Barney would definitely be the one to say that. Well, he's like, what's wrong with Pip? He's like, isn't it obvious, buddy? Our little... our neighbor is in love. In love? Yeah. Someone who puts the butterflies in your stomach and makes you feel lighter than air. And like maybe Frank just being like a Debbie Downer a little bit. Like, yeah, it makes people act all strange. Yeah, makes people act strange. Wiggle his eyebrows at Frank and Howdy, knowing the butterflies that pop in their stomachs when Eddie and Bellflower are nearby. Nice. Ooh, Pip's eyes shine. Yes. Ooh, look at the handsome puppet. They're on the top right. Yeah, that's Oliver. If you were here last stream, we just looked at a bunch of cute pictures of Oliver. Seriously, Barnaby is the perfect Cupid. And I think it would be Barnaby who's like pestering her on like who this lucky guy is, but she's like never going to tell him because she knows how strange it's going to sound. He's like, do we know this guy? How would we ever meet him? Like, no, I only ever see him when I'm asleep. Darn. Darn, also. Y'all excited for the upcoming Beasties, Eternal Sugar? Yes! Yes, I am. Sadly, I have not saved any gems, so I'm going to have to wait till she comes onto the Beast Yeast banner. I just can't wait to try and get Hollyberry's final Hollyberry's awakened form, because maybe she'll finally be a good shield character again. Also love how you describe the beauty innocence. The beauty and innocence of how she looks towards everyone, but in reality she's a demon under disguise. From what I've heard of the theory, yeah, I'm pretty sure that's her thing. She lulls you into a false sense of security, only to reveal her true colors once she gets what she wants. Sugar does clump up when times pass, and it slowed, and it showed that she looked younger than older. Yes. Sounds like a good character, yeah. I'm excited for Eternal Sugar. She's really cool. She looks cool. I'd like to have her on my team. Jeez, why is my dad playing this stuff so loud? I'm gonna be honest, I have made an older sibling a character C. She uses sleep as a weapon. Cool. That's really cool. I haven't really made too many Cookie Run Kingdom character OCs, except for like maybe the YN Cookie that I'm currently still writing a story for. It's almost midnight. I'm gonna have to hop off. Good night. Good night, KC99. And spins around with her scarf splitting into 2 strips of spinning attacks. That sounds pretty awesome. So if Eternal Sugar Cookie tells her to relax, she's gotta sleep immediately before she starts haywiring herself. That would be like a very shocking thing to witness. Like you think you got them where you want them because they're asleep and unconscious, but instead they just became more dangerous. Hey, you can relax. There's no need to fight. Hello, cat. I thought I told you to move because I want to draw. Yes, I see where you're getting at. Then the oldest suddenly goes an all-out spin attack, like Beyblade. You know what? Since you brought up Beyblade, give me a hot second. Here you go.
3, 2, 1, let it rip. Here we go, it's a new wave. This is Beyblade. Pure heart, strong mind, they will never fade. The one and only Beyblade. Spin, spin, spin on the top. Spin, spin, spin till you drop. It's the future, invaders, new generation of bladers. We stronger and faster. Combine our ways and be the master. Spin, spin, spin on the top. Spin, spin, spin till you drop. Strategies are playing, knock you off balance, dominate, obliterate. The next challenge, I'm undefeated.
I'm back. Hi, Slushy.
When the battle's won, you're gonna want a rematch. The one and only Beyblade.
What's OG Beyblade? Because to me, OG Beyblade is like Metal Fusion. Just Beyblade. Oh, okay. I never watched that one because for me, Beyblade growing up was like Metal Fusion. That to me, that's the OG. But I'm pretty sure. Yeah, there's like an older one. Yeah. And then there's an older sister who also spins and gets more attack speed at the enemy she hits. Yeah, a lot of your characters love spinning. They basically are Beyblades.
Beyblade, Beyblade, let it rip. Let's fight an epic battle. Face off and spin the metal.
Yeah, early 2000 is what got me into fandoms. 2 of them. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, when you said Beyblades, I literally thought of those 2 theme songs. And I was like, why not? Yeah, let's do it. In fact, Beyblade and Mew Mew Power, Yu-Gi-Oh!, Digimon, and Pokemon were shows that made me create my oldest OCs. Nice. For me, I think what's got me into fandoms, kind of, or at least got me into proximities near fandom spaces, was the 90s Sailor Moon, Tokyo Mew Mew, and Mermaid Melody. My current Coherent Kingdom OCA Phoenix, that's the color of lemonade, and she's the last sibling of the 7 siblings, 2 parents before the bees off them. Yikes. I grew up listening to spinning it out at the speed of sound. Gonna rip it now. We're the team with the bang. Let's Beyblade. Okay. Let's see. But in spirit, the family souls were all the soul dagger gems that are considered as souls to sparkling lemonade cookies. Cool. For you, Songale. Thank you. You made me 10 years. You made 10-year-old me smile again. Happy to bring nostalgia back. Fandom joining is Osmosis Jones. Oh, I somewhat remember Osmosis Jones. Getting the cells fandom grew on me. Okay. But yeah, then he says something I can't recall. I don't know what he says yet. I have to figure that out eventually. Color, change the color into something else. There we go. Okay. So all that's taken care of. Let's return to Stone Soup a bit. Because I did some more coloring. I'm sorry. Welcome home. But move out of the way. Got the cells growing on me. My heart beams. Yeah, so I colored some more. There's Julie and them. Waking up the poor mouse is like, hey, potluck, bring food. There's lots of food there. She's like, oh my god, food? And I like the strawberry pie the best. Thought that cute little scene. And of course, here's her house now colored. Yes, pie looks so good. So we're finally getting to this page now. Love the look of her house. Yeah, if my tent looked like that, I don't think I would mind roughing it out a bit. Of course, that really depends like where I'm at though. I don't want to be roughing it out like in a dangerous area. So I don't know like how long you were last here, but so I'm making a looky-loo book for Miss Pip here. And their introduction story is basically how they trick the neighbors into making soup with her so she can partake in the potluck. Because technically she didn't bring anything for the potluck and shouldn't be eating anything, but here she is. Detail effects. Here it is. Yeah, so if you guys ever like clip mask like certain things onto your characters, make sure you keep their patterns, because it's really annoying if you lose the patterns and you can never replicate what they do, that pattern again. That's why I lost her coat changed, because I lost her old one. But I do like this one. This one is probably closer to what was popular at the time. Probably, I'm not entirely sure. To look back on how I did that. Her floor was here. I think, nope, her floor was here. And this has to be a hue, a bright blue hue. Or did I make it white? Pip's default face is smirking because she has the best smirking face imaginable. Chef's kiss, thank you. Salt Rock can kind of be light pink. So, just add more to the confusion of like what you find. It's Salt Rock. And Salt Rocks can kind of look a bit salmon colored. Look at that smug face. She has a little sneak. Just gonna be lazy and use this color too. Yep, looks good. Since we can't really see it, I'm not gonna go putting too much detail in it. Cutting corners. Oh my gosh, I still love this door. This door is the best door that I'll ever do. Look upon it. Yes, that door is amazing. Oops. Wrong one. Here. And also, like, I'm still, like, figuring out some kinks for, like, Pip's story of, like, when, like, the neighbors, or which neighbor finds out about, like, finds the mirror that Midnight talked about, like the one that leads to Threadville for good. Like, what would like the neighbors' reactions be, I guess, or at least depending on who I let find out about it. And I've been like toying with the idea that, like, even though the person closest to Pip is Poppy, I guess, kind of like a aunt with an adoptive niece of some kind. Worry and intrigue. And then like toying with the idea that, like, even though Poppy would like for her to stay, she's like, get the heck out of Dodge while you can. Yes, she would like Pip to stay, but if it means she'll be happy with like her love of her life, then she's like, go for it. Kind of almost like a weird kind of like letting her not really child go. Same with Bluffler. If she finds out Pip has a safer place than to be at home, then she'll probably push her through the mirror to get her moving. I mean, I guess you really are just picking one poison with another, because the dangers in Threadville are still very much there. So I guess it's a matter of, do you want to deal with monsters that you can physically and tangibly see? Or do you want to deal with the existential dread that's going on back here? I'm gonna ask her if I can shelter in her home instead of sleeping in the other houses. You want to sleep in her makeshift tent? Yes, but it's better than being forced into a role and possible demonic possession. Yeah, and plus, like, Pip has her own little magical powers that she is not necessarily aware of. Like her old crystals thing, she assigns roles to crystals, or at least that's what she thinks, like, those crystals do. She has the power to assign powers to... Please, I don't want to get killed. Yeah, she'll probably let you, like, chill at her hut. She let Poppy do it one time. Yeah, she has like a little ability to let crystals have unique abilities, as long as she truly and thoroughly believes that they do or work. As long as she does believe that they will work. But if she doubts herself, though, then that's when it loses power. Where was that? Where did I put that? Okay, whatever, I guess. Yeah, so that's probably why one of her arcs is that she has to re-believe in herself, because after learning, like, oh, my life is a lie, everything that I thought was real was fake about her life at home. And so she loses that shine and spark in her own power, thinking, man, I don't think these crystals actually do what they thought they did. And it's like not the best time for her to be doubting herself, because danger be afoot. So, so she has to quickly learn to believe in herself. And if she wants to have a life, because now she's in a world where she can choose, she's gonna have to fight for it. So I think that's like one of the neat things about her story. I'm excited to get to if I ever get to it. Oh yeah, more of smugness Mickey over here. Oh man, like I want, because in my story I think Frank would be aware of what's happening. Aware of like there is something wrong in this place. And so seeing like Pip has the option to leave, I wonder what he would think. I mean, he doesn't downright hate her or anything, but their friendship is an odd one, to say the least. I don't think Frank outright hates anyone. Barnaby just annoys him. Yeah, Barnaby just annoys him. Ah. But I guess, like, I'm not sure why Poppy would want to stay and work from home. Personally, if it was Poppy that finds out about the mirror. But because if it was Frank that discovered it, I think Pip would legit offer him, like, let's just get out of here. Holds out an olive branch. Not an olive branch at her hand, but like, let's get out of here. Ah, what am I doing? I'm coloring the wrong person. Like, if anything happened to Barnaby, I don't think Frank would... If anything happened to Barnaby, I do think Frank would be a little worried after a day. Yeah. Yeah, but Frank could leave Eddie or Julie. I think that's what he would say too, is like... he didn't outright like refuse for at first. It's a tempting offer. Like he knows something's wrong. He doesn't want to stick around for that. He does reach out for a bit, but then pulls back and be like, "But I can't leave my friends behind." And Pip's last words to Frank is, "You're a far better person than I am." Frank and Eddie are extremely lucky to have you as a friend. Boyfriend. Yeah, but Pip's word still stands. Like, Eddie and Julie are extremely lucky to have you. And then Pip proceeds to go through the magic mirror. So Eddie, I keep saying Eddie, it's Frank. Frank has blue eyelids, okay. And like, Frank shows his like nicer side to Pip. And he's like, it's not necessary, you're not a terrible person to want to save yourself, he says. And that's his final words to her, like, you're just trying to save yourself. You're not a terrible person for that. And then he says, just don't be annoying to all the people over there, though. For old time's sake, he's like, just don't be an annoying handful to the people on the other side. But she'll certainly feel that way, sadly. But thankfully, Frank's words do put her at ease a bit. Like, yeah, no, if you leave, I'm not gonna be upset. It's, like, understandable. It's like, love you too, buddy. Pretty much. Simpler than you think, is it? Oh wait, the sleeves are white, thank goodness. Okay. It's a vest. mean, I guess in terms of pattern, but I guess like how to get it like that, it looks different. Yeah, you make one layer of line. You make one layer of lines in its colors. Then you copy that, rotate it, lower the opacity, then boom, you have the main vest. Okay, I'll give it a try. Watch me mess this up. Is this close enough? Yay! Oops. Then we can do this. It looks a little big, but I'm just happy I even accomplished it, so. Yep. Let's finish this page and we'll call it a stream. Frank, yeah, Frank. I'm happy I even accomplished like his vest. I thought his vest was hard, but it was. So that's how Clown does his vest. Okay. Complicated best all over again. These two and Sally have a sass off. Sally's trying to use her big words to sound impressive, while I think I think Pip is just being a contrarian just to annoy them. Like, she just disagrees with them for the sake of it, just to get under their skin. Or their felt. Okay. Well, darn it, alright, I guess I just have to do it the old-fashioned way. Just outside. Darn, okay. I have to close it. But yeah, I feel like, I don't know, I don't think I've ever seen, like, Sally and Frank really interact all too much, that I can recall what their dynamic would be. But I definitely do think these two would be using the big words to try, like, to definitely sass each other off, or try to seem more smart, or more so smart than the other. Only in the Barely Silent Night song did we get something of Sally and Frank's relationship. Can you remind me what it is? 'Cause I don't remember. They fight. What'd they fight about? The song. Oh, okay. Oh yeah, I remember now. Huh, I think those are the only two I can recall where they distinctly are, like, kind of, like, at each other. Because when I think of fights throughout the like, website and the tiny hints, maybe outside of, like, Howdy having a little tuffle with the Joyfuls on the broadcast, but outside of that, I don't think anyone's ever had, like, a real squabble like that. And Sally insulted Frank's bow tie. Low blow, man. That's a low blow, Sally. You don't insult a guy's bow tie. Heck no. You just don't do that. Don't insult a guy's bow tie. And sadly, I don't think Pip would really do anything. She'd just be in the corner, just munching on, like, some food, because she thinks this is funny and entertaining. But yeah, no. but no one really fights Nom. But I feel like that's gonna change soon. Yeah, I feel that is gonna change soon too. I have no idea. I have no idea what is cooking inside of Clown's mysterious brain. I just want to know what's going on. Oh man, if Pip was in the holiday stuff, I don't really know what Pip would be doing. Pip would probably be trying not to freeze to death in the cold. Okay, just thought. If Ladder is Howdy's brother only in If Ladder is Howdy's brother only in home, maybe that's why he doesn't like him, because he feels off about something of him as his brother. Maybe. Maybe Howdy just is sensing something that is wrong but doesn't really know what it is or what to do about it. So he can only really just act out, I guess, towards him. But yeah, I think mice don't hibernate, so she won't be hibernating, but she'll probably be hanging out in a Poppy's barn because it's just too cold to be living in her tent. I want to stay up more, but unfortunately I gotta sleep for morning shift. Rats do. Oh. Maybe. Rats do, okay. But also, good luck on your morning shift and get a good night's sleep. Bye, Melissa. How long have I been going right now? Okay, we're hitting the 2-hour mark. Yep, she and Bellflower are wearing 3 sweaters. Well, I won't leave until brushing my teeth. Alright, but thank you all for joining me. I hope to see you again soon. We'll have to wait and see. Hopefully I'll have more time since school is slowing down soon. But I can't wait to be back on the air again soon. Bye!